Hey everybody, it's Carl Brown from GuitarLessons365.com, and today we're going to do a simple little acoustic guitar arrangement of John Lennon's Imagine. Now obviously this song was originally recorded on piano, so this is just a guitar arrangement for fingerstyle guitar. So I'm going to work you through. There's going to be basically three sections of the song. The verse that you just heard me play, which also serves as the intro, the chorus to the song, and then kind of like a bridge section that's kind of an extended bridge section he does a couple of times. I'm sure you'll recognize the parts. So let's start with the intro part here. We have this is going to be based off of a C major chord. Now I'm holding my third finger at the fifth string, third fret, second finger at the second fret on the fourth string, and I'm going to have the third string, the open G, I'm going to keep that open. So just have those three strings. Now in the right hand, we're pretty much always going to be using in this song our thumb for the lowest note, then our index finger and our middle fingers. Just those three fingers for the finger picking. So what we're going to do for now is we're going to have our thumb pick the note on the fifth string, and then the fourth string is going to be plucked with your first finger, and then the middle finger is going to take the third string. So we're going to hit the second, to start this intro, we're going to hit the middle two strings, the third and fourth strings together with your first and middle finger. Your index and middle finger. And you're going to pick those two notes. You're going to come down and pick the fifth string with your thumb. Now do that 3 times. Then we're going to reach over and grab with our index and middle fingers the second and third string, which turns this into from a C major chord into a C major seventh chord, but we don't have to do anything different in the left hand and the fret hand down here. We're just going to now pick those two strings instead of the third and fourth. Just going to pick the second and third strings and then still hit the 5 down on the third fret, the fifth string down on the third fret. So we have then it's going to go to an F major chord, but we're going to keep this C in the bass, which makes it a F major in second inversion. So don't worry about all that. It's going to be pretty much the same picking pattern again. All we had to do, from the C chord, move your second finger. You're going to leave your third finger where it's at. Move your second finger over to the third string and put it at the second fret on the third string. And then take your pinky here and put it at the third fret on the fourth string right underneath your third finger there. So we have now fingers on the third, fourth, and fifth strings. Then we go back to the original picking pattern. You're going to pick these two middle strings, the third and fourth, with your index and the middle fingers, and then picking the fifth string once again on that C afterwards. So we have this 3 times. So we got this so far. And then we have a quick little line here of 3 notes, a little that he plays. We're going to start here with your finger that's already at the second fret on the third string. Pick that with your middle finger. Then you're going to come up and play the third fret on the same string. Pick that with your index finger. Kind of a chromatic line here, so that's a dissonant note. And then you're going to finish it by picking the second string open with your second finger. So we have this. It's all together. And just repeat that. Now that's the intro to the song and the verse as well. Then we get to the chorus section. Now the chorus is going to sound like this. Okay, still pretty simple, but a little bit trickier because we got some bar chords and stuff in there. We're going to start with an F major bar chord. Just go ahead and do the entire shape. Alright, now the picking pattern that we're going to do here is we're going to pick the 6th string with the thumb, and then we're going to have, if you don't know the F major bar chord, by the way, first finger bar, the first fret, second finger here at the third, just the same chord we were just playing before with these 3 fingers with your bar. Okay? You actually don't need the full bar if you don't want to, but actually, yeah, you probably do. So let's take this. We're gonna pick the 6th string with a thumb with this full bar down, and then we're gonna pick the 2nd and 3rd strings together with it. All right, so we have 3 notes going at the same time. Then you're gonna come over and play the thumb on the 4th string. Then you're gonna hit the 2nd and 3rd strings again, and the 4th string thumb again. So we have this. So we're letting that low note ring still while we went up here, did some more of that pattern that we were doing before. So we have this for the first chord. Then we're gonna switch to a basic A minor chord, which is just your first finger at the 1st fret on the 2nd string, 3rd finger at the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, and 2nd finger here on the 2nd fret on the 4th string. Then we're gonna do the exact same picking pattern we just did. So you have that low open string with it. All right? Then we're gonna come back down, we're gonna pick up, all we gotta do now to get our first chord, you're gonna wanna kind of mute, maybe reach your thumb over and touch that bottom string because you don't want it ringing anymore when we get to the next chord. But all you gotta do to play it, it's a D7, D minor 7 chord. You're gonna pick up your 2nd finger that's on that 4th string, leave the other 2 fingers there, and we're gonna come here and do the same picking pattern we just did, except instead of that first note being on the 6th string, it's gonna be, with your thumb, it's gonna be on the 4th string. Just on these 3 strings, you pick them all 3 together, and then the 4th string, and then these 2 by themselves, then back to the 4th string. So we got that. And then we're gonna leave these 2 fingers here for the next chord. We're gonna reach over and grab your pinky here at the 5th string, 3rd fret, and do the same picking pattern there, except now the thumb is on the first hit of the thumb. When you play all the notes together, it's on the 5th string, and it stays on the 5th string there. Okay, so the only thing that's changing in the patterns is what strings we're playing the thumb on. So this whole, so far we got this. We're gonna finish up the chorus. You're gonna come up here to this G bar chord, the same as the F bar chord we just did, but up here at the 3rd fret. And we're gonna have that picking pattern where we start with this 2 fingers here on the 2nd and 3rd string, and the thumb down on the 6th, and then you pick the 4th. And now continue to do the pattern, just picking those 2, 2nd and 3rd with the 4th string thumb. So we're gonna do this, and then see how I did this, so I did the first initial hit, and then the thumb at the 4th string, and then we're gonna do these 2 strings, then the thumb again. Then we're gonna end it with, we're gonna move your first finger to the 1st fret on the 2nd string. You're gonna pick the 1st string and 2nd string together with your index and middle, and the thumb now is gonna take the 3rd string open, and then we're gonna end this with a G7 chord. 3rd finger at the 6th string, 3rd fret, 1st string finger here at the 1st fret on the 1st string, and the pinky at the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. And pick, I like to roll them, play them one after the other. You can just play them like that, but the thumb gets a low string, and you'll know by now what strings get what. And now the bridge section goes like this. Let's see here, where we at? So coming out of this, and we start with the F. So let's go through that real quick. We're gonna start with the F chord again, and that same picking pattern that we did on the F before. Then move it up to G and do the same picking pattern there. Then we're gonna come to that first chord we played in the intro, the verse. These 3 notes. We're gonna pick them all 3 together at first on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th strings. And then the thumb on the 5th by itself. And and then these 2 fingers over on the 2nd and 3rd string to play that C major 7 chord. Then back down to the 5th string with your thumb. So we have this so far. And we're going to end it with this E to an E7 chord. It's just going to be your 1st finger at the 3rd string, 1st fret. You're going to pick the 6th string with your thumb, and then the 2nd and 3rd strings together. And you're going to have your then your 2nd finger here at the 2nd fret on the 4th string. You're going to pick that. That's another E, just like the low E. So we have this. Then the 4th string here. Then we're going to come and place your your pinky at the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. And you're going to pick those 2nd and 3rd strings together. And then pick that 4th string again. So from that little line is. And then you start over. And the last time, it just goes straight to C. It goes back. It does that part twice in the song. The first ending, at the last ending, at the very end of the song, you just strum the C chord, and then coming in the middle of the song, it does this. I'm sorry. So you kind of just go. So what we're doing here is you just play the C, and then you're gonna pick the C by itself. You're gonna hold the C chord, pick those 3 low notes, then pick the C on the 2nd string, 2nd string's 1st fret, and then we're gonna do this little. That leads us back to the verse, which is just a 3rd fret down here to the 3rd finger, then to the 1st fret, hit that C, then the open 5th string, back to that 2nd string, and then 2nd fret of 5th string, and then back to the verse. So we have this. Okay? So please go to guitarlessons365.com, support the site. Let me know what else kind of lessons you would like to see, and support the site in any way you can so I can continue to do these free video lessons. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.